So just real quick, one thing that I love about stamp collecting is that you can still use old stamps on recent postage. That's a fun thing. See here I have a pretty recent $2 stamp and a block of 4 of this stamp. I mean, gosh, when was this? The 40s or something like that. And then this really old white plain Souf sheet stamp. It's just really cool that you can still use that stuff. I love that part of stamp collecting. You get all these old stamps and you can actually use them to mail your stuff today. Good morning. Just woke up. Can you tell? Can you see the sleep still in my eyes? So, I have a big stack of what are recent covers. Figured let's take a look at them because some of them are pretty cool. As you guys know, I've bought just a ridiculous amount of stamps, and they've come from all over the world. I think we'll see a lot of British covers, some from India, Germany, who knows, whatever. They're all across the board. So I thought this would be an interesting look. We'll just go through these covers real quick, and I do have quite a stack, so I'll try to keep a good pace. First envelope, just a random thank you forever stamp. Nothing too fancy there. What is this? It's from Mystic. They throw random stamps on Mystic envelopes. Next after that, kind of weird. I guess it was someone. What? Okay, so some guy in Texas sent this to me, plastered it with all kinds of blocks, and it looks like he double used priority mail. It looks like he taped a priority mail flat rate padded envelope inside of a cardboard or whatever flat rate envelope. So interesting packaging, but yeah, cool stack of stamps on here. I can understand why I kept some of these. Some of these I'm not quite sure why. Actually, I guess when I was buying massive stamps, I kind of decided at some point, I was like, well, let's just start throwing them all in a stack, all these envelopes. Like, this one's actually pretty cool. East Nottingham? It looks like maybe Nottingham or something, but Texas. And all the different stamps that this guy put on there. Some children's stamps, Christmas, space, stamp collecting stamp. You know what? Actually, while we're looking at that guy, that #1 Benjamin Franklin stamp, I am working on a video for America's First Postage Stamp. I don't think it's going to be anything to write home about, guys, but I kind of wanted to do a little video about the U.S.'s first stamp, so that'll be coming up in the future here. I've been looking around trying to find cool info. Oh, cool, this one's from the Russian Federation. This one's neat. And I ordered so many stamps from, okay, there you go, a bunch of medals from Hip Stamp and eBay that I've just accrued. And I've accrued so many, and I never look where they're from when I buy them. It's just like, whatever. If it shows up in a week, fine. 2 weeks, fine. Interesting perfs on these stamps where they, a big section that's imperforate in the middle. Only the edge or the corners, I guess top and bottom and corners are perforated. This is an interesting little cover here from the Russian Federation. Well, I had to pause there for a moment. My coffee's done. Just had a bunch of trouble with my coffee maker. You guys wouldn't know that. I woke up all tired, said let's make a video, put on the pot of coffee, and my coffee maker had technical difficulties, and I just spent 5 minutes dicking around with that thing. So anyway, back to stamps. So I have a breast cancer awareness stamp, cool space stamp strips. Marlin Limited. Oh boy, that's kind of jogging my memory. I think that this guy might have pissed me off. I'm pretty sure he's from Hip Stamp, and I could be wrong, but I think this is the guy that had a lot of things that were, the stamps had flaws, but he listed them as mint, which I found super annoying. And anyway, but interesting little envelope. You start stacking these on the ground, get them away from my desk here. Okay, Spain. I am immediately surprised. Honestly, I knew I had covers from a lot of different places, but this is starting to surprise me. Pretty good variety already. It's a pretty cool Spanish cover. Next is this guy, whatever this is. Somebody in Florida, Miami. Albert Beardstadt stamp. With a couple of older. That's Lewis and Clark. That's cool. Oh, cool, yeah. A big strip of Elvis. Oh, yeah. Dang, that coffee machine makes good coffee, though. Even if it clogs sometimes. So, interesting ink stamp there. I've got a green USPS. Looks like it says AveSec unit. April 18th, 2022. So I got this a year ago. These are cool. I have a whole bunch of these. The 1, the 2, and I think the $5 and $10. I can't remember if they're... I know there's 1 and 2s of these. But is there a... Maybe it's 1, 2, and 10. Maybe it's 1, 2, 5, and 10. Can't remember. But I have all of these. I bought all those from the USPS website. I use those sometimes to ship out larger mail pieces when I sell stuff. I'm just curious. I swear I've looked this up before, but I can't remember what an AveSec unit is. Let me look this up. Interesting. So, aviation security unit, AveSec. In this forum here, it says that it was a program established in 01 or 02, and they're supposed to check mail going on planes for hazardous materials. And somebody says, if it weighed over 13 ounces and was mailed from an office that uses stamps for postage, not meter strips or PVI labels, then it has to be stamped with the AveSec stamp to show that it was accepted in a face-to-face transaction and not just left in a drop box or collection box or whatnot. So interesting. So aviation security AveSec unit. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I swear I've seen that before, but it's just been so long. And oh wow, I got this from the APS stamp store, which my membership just, I think last week, expired. I'm just so tight on money right now after moving. I'm in kind of a bad spot. It was expensive. So I just kind of have to be a good boy for a while. For a long while, honestly. But anyways, as soon as I can afford it, I'd love to renew my membership. It's just not a priority right now. Okay, this is a registered mail barcode here, looks like. Big old cutout from somebody, Singh Manraj in New Delhi, India. Interesting. Where's the stamp? Huh, oh wow, look. There's a picture of the guy. It's funny. This guy sent me some stamps. Customs declaration. And little India Post. To Virginia. Looks like a receipt paper. $201 cash. Weighed 25 grams. Pretty interesting. Interesting that they have a scan printout of the guy's driver's license, it looks like. I find it also interesting that his license seemed to have a, isn't that a chip right there on the card. Anyways, interesting little cover there. India. Okay, what's this? Marlin Limited again. Robert Frost, some owls, some flowers, a nice block. Oh wow. He plastered them all across the whole front and back of this thing. That's pretty cool. My gosh. This is freaky. This is exactly the same as the other one. Man, is it? Did they even put them in the... Well, they're a little different. Okay, so... Hey, AveSet. We know that. Yeah. APS Stamp Store again. Let's see here. So this is just... so from Vegas, Jim Forte. A Wood Lily Forever stamp on this. Jupiter, Pioneer Jupiter stamps. APS again. How cool. Droid Forever stamp. Yeah, and by the way, any of you guys that would ever send me mail, any of that, I don't live here anymore. This whole Eskridge Court is gone, so if any of you needed to send me mail for whatever reason, feel free to contact me via email and request my new address if you would like. Oh cool, computer vended postage. I like this. These are cool. I do have a folder in my cabinets for computer vended postage, and I don't see these an awful lot. Look at these, $6.65 a piece. Actually, they should be like that. But those are cool. I would definitely like to soak those off. Probably self-adhesive, so I might need to use some heptane or whatever. I know some of you don't like heptane, but this one I like, so to each their own. That's cool though, computer vended postage. I am immediately understanding why I saved these. I just think that they're neat. Sorry guys, I gotta get some coffee down. God, that coffee tastes so good. Okay. Royal Mail. International signed. Look at this big block of Machins. Actually, oh, it looks like 3 vertical blocks. This one's torn. That got damaged, unfortunately. Tracked post. 25. That almost reminds me of like postage due. 25. Oh yeah, so customs declaration. Fisherton Street, Salisbury, England. Salisbury, that sounds delicious. Makes me think of Salisbury steak. I bought mounts with this envelope. That's right, I was buying a lot of mounts from a guy on eBay who lives in England. Airmail. It's cute they put the little cutout there. My airmail. India. A few Indian stamps. Hand canceled. Sent to me. Don't fold. Philatelic material from some guy in Aligarh, India. Khalid. Thanks, Khalid. Interesting package, too. Okay, what's next? APS store again. Military Academy strips this time. Global U.S. Forever stamps. Those are cool. I don't know why they would have to use a global stamp. I mean, they're over here in Pennsylvania. I'm a little bit unsure about why they would have used a global Forever stamp. Maybe they just have extra on hand. I suppose, I've never thought about this, but is there any reason you can't use a global Forever stamp to mail postage in the U.S.? I assume you can. It just seems like a waste. It's not really its intended purpose. Interesting. And this one does have a that $2 denom that I was talking about of this stamp. I do like this stamp. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Signature confirmation. I might have ordered something expensive in this one. It happens. One thing I do like is that now that I have my own place, I've got a whole lot more room, and so if I do end up buying like a 7 carton collection again from Apfelbaum, it's not going to be some massive hindrance that's completely in my way and inconvenient. I have places to put things now. I love it, guys. I love it. I'm still working on this apartment, but I feel so much more comfortable than I did already. So this one's from Hungary, sent to me. That must be a Priority Mail sticker. And then, oh look, a postal horn. 500, 370. Pretty cool. Okay, what is this? Sent to me, of course. Lenny Henry, Peter Cook, and Dudley Moore. This looks like a block. Okay, well, this is a British stamp. Got the portrait of the Queen. A big old flower, a rose. This is pretty cool. Weird that the looks like blue border around the stamp is the perforations are inside of that border. It's almost like, what's even the point of having perforated it? It's probably a self-adhesive, and it's just an interesting stamp, I gotta say. The perforations being inside the edge is what I find most interesting. And then this came from England, Salisbury again. More mounts. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is just misorganized from me moving. This is my Mystic Inner Circle certificate. When you buy enough stuff, basically they give you a certificate. Okay, this is 2021. Talked about this a while ago. Priority. It says Polska, so Poland probably, and it does say Poland right there. Interesting. Krakow. So, a Polish cover. Yeah, 31013 Krakow, Poland. Huh. Okay. Sent from Berkeley, California, Ralph Foster. Some homemakers, U.S. homemakers stamps. Pretty common U.S. stamps on that. Nothing too crazy there. It's so heavy. I keep thinking that there's... What the heck is in here? Oh, hold up. This is sort of jogging my memory. I know that... See, all these different sellers do different things, and I think this guy might have given me clippings, like, as, like, kind of bonus material. Random clippings from newspapers or articles or what have you. Tahoe Daily Tribune. Ralph Foster Center, which is the guy that I bought these from. That must be him in the middle. We got a bookshop with some girls, helped him name his book. We're doing a book signing. Tahoe Daily. This is weird. Yeah, he gave me a bunch of, looks like scanned newspaper clippings. APS 1995. Dear Mr. Foster, thank you for the copy of the Lost Stamps of the United States. Huh. What is this? This is a scan of my old address. What's the purpose of giving me this stuff? Oh, look at... I mean, I understand the news clippings. It's just cool stuff. Mr. Kyle Epstein, I think USA Community will be a hot item in a few decades from now, but I'm 79. So this is, I think, the original listing that I bought from this guy, 50 plus. I spent $90. Says he has over 1 million stamps. The book they were bought for sold 18,500 books and kits of stamps. My fiat paper something book sells better. Stamps or blah 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 blah. I can't really tell, but history of money in modern countries. Interesting stuff, I gotta say. See, he gave me all kinds of cool extra stuff. I'm not against that at all. I like that. Some of it I don't really need. Flat Paper Money, The History and Evolution of Our Currency by Ralph T. Foster. I didn't realize I was buying stamps from some author. The Lost Stamps of the United States. That's got to be him again. Teacher's Guide. Huh. So, understandable that I saved all this. It's just kind of unique. See, this is, obviously I didn't pay for this. This is just stuff he added in. It's a unique idea. I kind of like it. It kind of makes me jealous. Like, I wish I did that kind of stuff with mine, but I don't really have any newspaper clippings of books that I've written. I don't know. Okay, so this is, looks like I cut this off a box. Sent from Wilmington, North Carolina. They plastered a bunch of stamps on here. Oh, cool. Look, inverted Jenny up in the corner. I like that. This is a nice postmark. Myrtle Grove Station. Canceled. So neat. I like what they did there. That was cool. What is this? Ship from Wantana, Suwon, Surikan, blah. I cannot say that. Thailand. No kidding. They paid 200 bees. Whatever bees are. It's a gift. Photo. It says scribble, scribble. Huh. Thailand. How about that? I wonder what came in there. Okie dokie. So this is sent to me from Morris Plains, New Jersey. They put a whole bunch of cool U.S. stamps on there. That's a transportation coil stamp, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And there's another transportation coil. Special delivery stamp, really. Famous Americans, Alaskan statehood. Peace on Earth. Yeah, neat little thing. Cool little side of a box. Sent to me from... Who sent this? Oh, somebody in California. So some kind of stamp supplies. Oh, cool, another computer-vended postage stamp. I love that. I don't know why, I just find that, I don't know, interesting. I don't see a lot of them. I really don't. So what's this? APS store again. Stamp out hunger food drive. What? And it's computer vended again. Man, stamps.com. Okay. So Jack London, little Tiffany lamp. I like those. Those are cool. Man, what is with the computer vended postage all of a sudden here? Okay, so this is just sent from some guy in Georgia. Take me out of the ball game stamp. And Lady Liberty there, whatever she is. Okay, what's this? California, more stamp supplies. Same. Oh, yep, same as the last one. Jeez, there's a computer vended stamp again in the same spot. These look eerily similar. It's funny. Okay, next up. We're about halfway through the stack or so. Sent from New Jersey. Bunch of different stuff on here. Older Olympics block. That's pretty cool. With our handy dandy nasty pen cancel. I'm busy. I don't have time for this crap. That's the postman. So this is an interesting little folded up box here. Some of these have a bit of dust on them. I have had these for quite a while at this point. Just sitting on the shelf. These are cool. So this is definitely Britain. Look at these. I don't know if I've seen these. I'm not sure if I've seen any of those, but the ones that I definitely don't feel like I've seen are these. Pretty cool. I like that. 2021 looks like. Nice owl. Look at these. They used cool stamps to mail this to me. Block of 4, block of 6, different birds. That's cool. Customs declaration. Some stamp mounts again from Salisbury, England. That must have been a big order to send in that box. What is this? Total baloney. All we got is a meter mail Pitney Bowes stamp. Where was this from? Russia. Oh, wow. How about that? It's all in Cyrillic. I can tell you I got it September 8th, 21. Sergei Rybolov, the Russian Federation. Pretty cool. Neato. Nice postmark. So this thing's just littered with stuff. East looks like Nottingham again, Texas. Must have bought. We had one like this earlier. It's about multiple things from the same guy. Florida. I do like the Florida strip or block. Pretty cool sea life. What is this? The 50th anniversary of Talking Pictures. So yeah, this is nice. Nice little piece there. Britain again. Look at these big strips here. Big blocks. Well, I guess you'd kind of be calling them. Do you call these long blocks or long strips? I would call this a long horizontal block, or a partial sheet page, something like that. 2021. Little customs here. Wonder what this is. Oh, actually, I bet you I blocked the guy's address. I'm not so skittish about it anymore, but I think I might have done videos where I showed some of these covers in the past, so there's a chance I'm recycling a couple of these, but I have no idea which ones. I'm just going to go through this whole stack, that way I know that they're all done. Okay, this is sent from Grand Prairie, Texas. Hey, cool. High denom space shuttle stamp. I swear I've never seen that before. That's cool. Yeah, man, there's so many stamps, you know. Even with all the time that I've spent on them, either I just can't remember them all, or I've never seen some still. Hot air balloon. Oh, cool. So I assume this is considered computer-vented postage, but Royal Mail style, you know. Global Forever stamps. Wow, big high denom. Interesting that one's on here. That's pretty cool. So from KS, what is that, Kansas, I assume? So whoever this guy is, Steve Molesky over here in Texas. This is like, I think, the third one that I got from him. Bunch of blocks again. Zip code, Mr. Zip, Olympics. These are all pretty common U.S. stamps. Arizona sent to me. Architecture, Lyndon B. Johnson, Frank Lloyd Wright. This was September of 2021. Okay. Put a sticky on this one as well. No cancels with question marks. Shipped from Bangkok. Okay. Thailand. So here's our registered mail label, I assume. Customs declaration. I must have bought a couple of things from this guy, whoever he was, over in Thailand. So, no cancels. I was perturbed. Why? How come nothing is canceled? Well, former Kyle from October 21. I just think that I didn't understand that there's no postage stamps on here to be canceled, and this here has the rate on it. So this is kind of his receipt for payment here. This registered payment, registered mail, I think, receipt. There's your stamp, Kyle. I'm pretty sure. So, okay. This is sent from Pennsylvania, and he put partial sheet page of save our planet, save our cities, air, water, soil. South Carolina, big vertical strip. Washington strip. With one little straggler there. Well, pretty cool. Nice little stack of stuff. I can see why I saved some of those. That is, I think, a pretty significant stack of mail that I've received in the last couple of years. But there's more somewhere. Might be in my cabinets even. Anyway, if I end up finding another stack, perhaps I'll make a video just to show you guys. I know that none of these are exactly very historical or anything like that. This is all recent mail, but I still find it interesting on its own. It's cool to go through and look. Some of it brings back some memories of all the stuff I've bought. And I've been working on my filming setup here. Let me show you guys where I'm at now with things. So this is my current filming setup. You guys probably wouldn't know this, and I've only been here for about 2 weeks in this new apartment, but I had a big old tripod there, big old tripod there, hanging with the boom arms and the camera, and it was messy, cluttery, just like my old setup. Well, I ended up finding this awesome camera frame to go across the desk, and you can hook everything up to it. So isn't that sweet? So this is my new setup now, and I'm just so nice to have these big dumb tripods out of the way. They're gone. I love this thing. One thing that I'm working on still is I don't really like this arm. It doesn't extend or anything. It's just a fixed arm. But you know, a big part of why I got this on-desk frame here is the camera bounce. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. That crane arm that I was using before used to bounce a whole lot. I personally found it incredibly annoying. I know that a lot of you are very patient and understanding with the camera bounce that I've had in my videos. Sometimes it's always been something in the back of my head that I truly hated, because the crane arm was screwed to the desk, and so anytime that I put my arm on the desk, it would make it bounce, and it would just keep going and going and going. Well, with this setup here, at least, even though I still hate this arm here, and I'm going to replace it with something, there's like no bounce. If I smack the desk, it'll bounce, but it'll stop pretty quick. It doesn't just keep going and going and going. So even though that thing was kind of expensive, this has been in an effort to make less bouncy videos, for God's sake. I've always hated that. So, I'm actually really in love with this so far. You can, if any of you guys ever need anything like this, this is on Amazon. And it's really easy to set up. Everything just screws together. Just big fat screw with a disc, you know, for these clamps on the side of the desk. And yeah, you know, I had my tripods holding my lights. I'm able to screw all that stuff just to the side here. So I got my lights right on the desk. They need to be close. I've got my microphone, which I might as well turn off here. Yeah, and like, you know, my little holder tray here. I mean, you put whatever accessories you want on this thing. Absolutely fantastic. Anyways, I don't know how much any of you even care, but I just wanted to mention that this is my new setup, and I absolutely love it. There's a couple things. I want to replace that arm, and actually I want to replace the desk. The desk annoys me. The legs don't go straight down. They stick out, which I've always found annoying as well. So it's not as sturdy a desk as it could be. But yeah, this is a nice little setup so far. And this video that you're watching right now is the first video that I've made here in my new place that actually makes me actually feel good about with my setup. So, and yeah, I got my cabinets over there, and so they survived the move, and since they're so packed full, nothing got misfiled or fell loose or anything inside of them. They're just so stuffed with stamps that nothing got disorganized when I moved. And yeah, I got my computer desk here, and I just got this nice marbled rug. So but I got the rug because it's such a pain in the butt to move this chair on thick carpet, and the rug is thicker than I thought, so I had the same problem. So I spent like over $200, and I just got 2 big tempered glass chair mats that are gonna go here and here, pretty much cover this whole frickin' rug all the way over there, so I can roll my chair easy. I guess that's a pet peeve of mine. I didn't really know until I got a carpeted floor in here. It's such a pain in the butt to move this chair on the carpet. So, but yeah, I like to be able to roll back and forth from looking at a stamp to checking something on the internet, back and forth and back and forth. I just like to be able to roll easy. So, kind of expensive, these tempered glass chair mats I got. They're big too, but I just want to have an easy time rolling around. And yeah, I got these cool LED lights. Look at these guys. Aren't they beautiful? You can change the speed. They have all kinds of different settings, like Halloween or rainbow or whatever. I don't even know what you call this one, but this is one of my favorites. I think it's pretty beautiful. It's gentle color changes. And so yeah, and then over here is a large majority of all my stamp albums and supplies and mounts and all that stuff. This is all my store here. These boxes, it's all my store. Somehow I've been selling dealer approval books recently, which is that stack there. And yeah, my apartment still has a ways to go, but there's my grab bag tub, mailing supplies, and over there is my Mystic albums on that shelf. And yeah, so just to give you a short little look in case anybody happened to be interested. But this is my new setup here, and it's a beautiful thing for me. I was so cramped before, so anyways, I'm not going to talk forever, guys, but I just wanted to kind of share the new digs here. And even though it's still a work in progress, I'm just utterly in love with, it's just so nice to have more space to be able to look at me. I can run around. It's crazy. I hated living in a tiny little room. And so this is just a beautiful thing for me to have this space. And I still need like a proper kitchen table or dining room table. I'm just using this thing here for now, but I need a dining room table and some chairs, and booyah, I've got myself a real apartment here, which is nice. It's a little dark, but my kitchen in there. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your support and your positive vibes. And I'll be making another video coming up, of course. We'll see what I come up with next time, as usual. I never seem to know. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of you. I wish you well. Like and subscribe, by the way. If you enjoy my content, it helps me out. And I wish you all the best.